This is Dabu 7. We have had a massive underwater explosion coming from a volcano in the island region of Tonga. This is one of the most active earthquake places in the world, and as we can see here, one of the most active volcanic places as well. This massive eruption sending off a tsunami and tsunami warnings in all directions. We now have reports of waves coming up on Hawaii 2.7 feet high. We have some footage here from different angles, and you can see here these waves crashing in. These people in their car taking off on the beach as these waves come crashing in behind them. People just jumping in their cars. You can see the wave taking out the fence there as these people were trying to get down this road and get out of there. That wall of water coming in on them right there. Heartbreaking as we have families that were in churches and in buildings that did not make it out as these floodwaters came through. As you can see right here, this building ravaged. This guy says his family was in the church. They just finished having choir practice and the tsunami hit. You can see the floodwaters and the waves coming through here massively. It's inside the church. Inside the church at this point. So some horrific images coming out of the Tonga region. This massive eruption here causing big tsunami waves, and this is just devastating at the moment, man. Prayers going out to everyone out there dealing with this situation. I will continue to update via Twitter and Getter. Make sure to follow me there and hit subscribe for more updates. This has been Dabu7. Much love. God bless y'all.
Quick check of our forecast, and joining me this morning, hello, meteorologist Brian Hackney.
Hello, Miss Franco. We've got a tsunami advisory in effect. Believe it or not, there was an undersea volcano off of Tonga that erupted, and it affected Tonga nearby. And it seems like some of those waves from the tsunami that was generated as a result could affect the West Coast by about 8 o'clock this morning. And in a situation like this, even though we don't have any, I've got to tell you, for me, it's a first, because usually tsunamis are the result of a big earthquake that is thousands of miles offshore. And this one from an undersea volcano is unusual, but there is an advisory in effect, meaning that we could detect the effects from this at about 8 in the morning around the San Francisco Bay Area. And that's all we know about it at the time. And obviously, we'll keep on top of it in terms of the weather. More of this.
Hey, Shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, or Kakwadash, the honors, the apostle and elders, a great millstone, peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. And as you saw, a couple of videos on, this tsunami warning out here in the Bay Area, Northern California, I believe California in general, but a few videos you saw, one with Dabu, and then some local news, about this tsunami warning, or, that explosion that happened off the coast of the islands, I believe, of Tonga. And then that could, come to, United States. It might not do anything. It might do something. The point is that, we're in a year of, things turning up. And, here it is, January 15th, and there's a unusual tsunami warning off the coast of California. People are kind of bugging out. I was looking at some comment board earlier, some live coverage, and people are kind of bugging out, saying, this is it for California. People joke and stuff like that. But these natural disasters are no joke. Now, like I said, it might not, nothing might not happen. Yet the spirit of, judgment is out there, and this was from an underground volcano, which is very unusual. As one of the newscasters said, usually, there's a tsunami warning because there's an earthquake off the coast, of California, or the coast of, these different, coastal cities. And then, that's how it happens. But this is a underground volcano, which looked like an explosion. When you saw one of those videos, it looked like an explosion. We do know that Esau Edom, he does test nuclear missiles underwater. He does do that. So, we'll see. We'll see how things go. That can just add to even more chaos. The point is, look how, quickly things can escalate. There is a tsunami. Just think, a tsunami off the coast of California, which actually destroys people. Okay. Things like this can just, happen just all of a sudden, so to speak. Let me bring this out. 2 Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's part of it, these natural disasters. You have that tornado that swept, the Midwest, killed a whole bunch of people, ripped a whole bunch of houses. You had those fires. I want to say they were in Colorado, right? And they were the largest fires in Colorado's history. As well, here in Northern California, there's record-breaking fires. Like this fire season, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as the previous fire season. I believe that 2020, 2021 here, and people got burnt up, but not as bad as 2020. That was a real heavy year, and even the years prior to that. But pretty much every year there's, breaking wildfires. That's part of the natural disasters, as well as there's an influx of, what's it called? Not tsunamis, but earthquakes. Like Japan just got rocked with an earthquake not too long ago, Let me read that again. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So this is happening all around the world. The island of Tonga is getting hit. They were just at the beach, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's a tsunami. So we'll see how far, the point is that it might not be a tsunami in California. The point is the spirit that the Lord has the earth in is judgment. So these things can happen just out of the blue, a so-called black swan event that can, turn the world upside down, so to speak. And there's going to be so many of these different plagues. And that's what I wanted to do. Lord's will, I wanted to go into, I'm going to put some precepts together. Lord's will, check out for that video on the plagues of Egypt. Right? And these are nothing but plagues of Egypt. Let me read a little bit more. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So, we're pretty much in a time in which the Lord is about to, wake up and despise their image. I want to bring that out. That's Psalms. The image, the image of the beast. The image is their system, the Roman system, the political system, their ideologies, their doctrine, their influence, okay, their religion. I think that's Psalm 73. Let me see. Let's just verify that. Right. Psalm 73 and 20, because all this wickedness is going on, and this is the reason why, these outrageous judgments are, increasing. People just, turning on each other, just killing each other. This has never happened before on the magnitude or at the magnitude that is happening now. Because remember, the Lord, he flooded, the old world, and they were being wicked, but the people weren't as one as they are now. They weren't connected digitally as they are now. Okay. Social, people are socially connected through the internet, and something that happened, across the world. Okay. We can literally see it actually happening live online, just like that explosion. You just saw that explosion, that volcano underwater. That was satellite images. So you can literally see what's going on in a different country. Like that flooding that happened, some months back. It started out there in Europe and China, where you had flood, literally flood a subway system and kill a whole bunch of people. We were able to see that because of the camera. It's being uploaded to the web. So we're all seeing these things together. Okay, we're seeing the judgments. I'll bring that out. Only with thy eyes shalt thou see. Let me finish this. Psalm 73, and I'll actually start 18. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destroy. This is speaking about the wicked, because they're prospering right now. When you read up, the wicked are prospering. Okay, but now we're starting to see their destruction. And these natural disasters, just think about how much beachfront property Esau Edom has on the coast of California. I grew up on the coast of California, and Esau is living good. Those beachfront properties. Oh man, this dude has the fatness of the earth. And then the Lord just come and he just, sweep that shit away with a tsunami. Okay, with an earthquake. Right? All that hard work. And that's pretty much the infrastructure of this place is crumbling. Okay? How are they brought into desolation as in a moment? And the point is, in this video that I'm just highlighting, is that these things can come upon you in a moment. That's how the judgment is going to arrive. It's not going to be, a slow lead up to the judgment, or a warning from the judgment better. Okay, which there has been a warning, but they have not took heed to the warning of the prophets, because they don't respect, neither do they believe that the Most High sent certain men down here on the earth, okay, to tell them a certain message. They don't believe it, especially when it comes out of a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American, the downtrodden and the disrespected. Right, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it speaks about a poor man's wisdom is despised. So they're not taking heed to the warning. Also in Psalms, it speaks about the charmers charming never so wisely. The charmers are the prophets, speaking the truth. And Esau is that deaf adder. Okay. So these things can happen in a moment. There can actually be a catastrophic tsunami hit America or hit the coast of California just out of nowhere. OK, and it's blamed on nature, which we know that it's the Lord. They are utterly consumed with terrors. And this is the time that we're coming into, in which there's going to be a massive amount of terrors on the earth. OK, the Lord, he's the real terrorist. If you want to, Esau, he tried to deem people terrorists. Well, the Lord, he can really terrorize you. He's the king of terror. OK, as a dream, and it speaks about that also in Luke 21, how the powers of heaven shall be shaken. It speaks about that, several scriptures, how the powers that be, the people of the earth, they're going to be in a state of terror because of the things that are coming to the earth. OK, and we don't look at these things lightly. We understand what these things really are about. The Lord is going to jack this place up. And hey, we're in a year of Yahweh Shema Shai turning up. So hey, expect crazy things like this to happen. It's pretty much like every day is something new, some new and crazy is pretty much happening. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awaketh, thou shalt despise their image. When the Lord awakes, meaning when the prophecies get to a certain measure, then the Lord is going to, pretty much do something, which he's doing things now. Everything's being set up. OK, before, a military campaign, you put all the pieces you put all the different military pieces in certain places and set them up. You got the goods, the supplies, you supply, your army. You position them in certain places in the world. OK, you put them in certain formations. OK, certain things have to perspire before a full on attack can happen. The Lord is visiting Esau with the chariots. The chariots are visiting him, and Esau's scared, and he's preparing to war against Yahweh Shemal Shai. But this is a losing battle. Not only does he have to fight against the prince of princes, okay, the king of kings, Yahweh Shai, and the mighty angels, which their technology is, I mean, you literally can't even compare it. It's not even comparable, right? You can't even compare the technology, that the Heavenly Father has is dealing with the spirit. So not only he has to fight against that, he also is going to be getting jacked up through these different disasters. That's going to be destroying his infrastructure. A tsunami could destroy a whole military base, because Esau, he's on these coastal cities. A lot of these coastal cities are military cities. Okay, up here in the North Bay, you also L.A., also San Diego, all throughout the Pacific Northwest. Okay, and ports. Just think a tsunami can come in and destroy destroy ports that are on the coast of California, which is going to disrupt the supply chain even more. Okay, so you see how things can get out of hand quick. Okay, so was I going to another scripture? Let me just go to the scripture Psalms 90. Give me a second. Right, Psalms 90, 92 and 11. My eye also shall see my desire on my enemies. So we're seeing that. We're seeing the Lord really jack up the whole world. Okay, Isaiah 13 and 11, I will punish the world for their iniquity. So the world is getting jacked up, including, these judgments here in Babylon the Great. And the Lord, he's going to jack you Israelites up as well, as you're already getting jacked. You're getting shot. You're shooting yourselves. You're stabbing yourselves. You're turning up missing. You're dying from the juice. Okay. You're killing yourself. And then ultimately you're just being judged. And my ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. So as Esau, Edom, the other nations, as they create policies to rise up against the innocent, the Israelites, and to take our freedom, to change us as, change our DNA, and then pretty much do away with us, exterminate us, right? As Esau and the other nations are rising up, and Jake is right there helping Esau too, in their ignorance. Some of them are just outright demonic, right? The Lord is rising up against them. Let me bring that out. So as they're trying to get us, the Lord is pretty much getting them. What scripture is that? Give me a second. So we have nothing to worry about. Okay, yeah, it's right there. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. We don't have to do nothing. The Lord, he can just hit their ass with a tsunami. They can be getting ready to come and try to get us, and the Lord can hit them with a tsunami. The Lord can open up the earth and swallow them like a sinkhole. Some that's never, somewhere out in, some one of these states, Florida or something, or New York, that can just open up a 100-foot wide hole, swallow a whole bunch of people up. And now there's a big ass hole, swallowed up homes, in the middle of the freeway. And it's just open. Unprecedented. Nothing like this has ever happened. Okay. The Lord, he can do that. Okay, and as well as he's assembling, well, we're going to continue to read, he's assembling all these nations that come up against his whore. Okay. Let me read that from the top. Therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. This is what's happening. The Lord is gathering all these armies, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation. So the Lord, he want to get them all in one, go around. Okay. Nope. Everybody's going to get their portion. Everybody's going to drink of that cup. Okay. And we're praying to be, delivered from these things that are coming to the earth, because we're in a time where the Lord, he's very angry, and he's about to, really tear this place apart. Okay. He's about to destroy this place. And we're seeing that. Look at these natural disasters. And the point of this video, the tsunami, it might not come to the United States. It's still under warning, or to the west coast of California. It might, because we hear about, every once in a while, every couple of years, or say every couple times a year, there's a tsunami warning and, earthquake off the coast, of Hawaii or one of the islands, and, nothing really happened. But we're in a year of things turning up, and it's very easy for the Lord just to do something out of the blue, so to speak. Whether he has Esau set up to do it, Esau planned to do it, or the Lord, he did it, okay, without letting anybody know. Okay, give me a second. And that's just adding to all the hell that, these people are experiencing, okay, in these last days. The Lord is only going to turn it up, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation. So all these things that are going on is because the Lord is hot. He's angry. And he has the prophets out telling them they're the things that they're doing wrong. Yet they're saying, to hell with you, to hell with the Lord. Even all my fierce anger for all the earth. All the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Okay, because the ultimate end game is Yahweh Shai coming back, which is going to disrupt everything that all these nations are dealing with. Okay, even Japan has a tsunami warning because of what happened, a major volcano eruption. Okay, and they're always getting rocked with with tsunamis because they're wicked, they're heathens. Okay, so the main goal is for the Lord to come back, which is going to disrupt all these nations' plans. You got China. China, they building an artificial sun. They're literally building an artificial sun that, and supposedly is hotter than the sun, 10 times hotter, 6 times hotter than the sun, as well as they're building an artificial moon. Why are the heathen doing these things? Because they want to do away with the children of Israel. They want to do away with us. Okay, and their whole goal is to destroy us. Okay, to disrupt the prophecies, which they're not going to disrupt the prophecies. They're in the prophecies. Okay, they're in the prophecies perfectly. Okay, everybody's playing their role perfectly. Okay, and we're here to let the world know that the Yahweh Shema Shai is about to jack you up. Okay, and he's going to start with America, but different parts of the earth too. Which they're getting jacked up already. Okay, you have these mandates that are coming into effect. Okay, those Edomites over there in Europe, they're getting jacked up. Okay, and then these natural disasters, whether they're artificially created, because we know Esau, he got CERN, and he got these different, he can actually, launch a nuclear missile under the water and create a tsunami. He could do that. Remember, we're going to also see Leviathan. So this is going to, totally defy these people's logic, because they're not listening to, neither do they respect the words of the Lord. So I'm going to close it there. This place is done. Until next time, shalom to the elect.